My name is Kala, Arvind Kala. Mr. Modi is a great man. He's great at finding solutions for problems that don't exist. Now look at what's happening in the India-Canada diplomatic spat. Canada accuses India of sending Indian agents who assassinated a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Hardeep Singh Nijjar is a proclaimed offender in India. There's a lookout notice for him in Interpol, and India says he's a Sikh terrorist. Which must be very true. But what has Mr. Modi done? Mr. Modi, you could have denied it, but why are you hurting Indians? Now, what Mr. Modi has done, and his Pope, that foreign minister who goes around as if he carries the burdens of the world on his narrow shoulders, what they've done is told Canadians, nationals, that they cannot come to India. They've suspended the visa services. But Mr. Modi, what have you done? You've ended up hurting 18 lakh Indian citizens in Canada. Now, they want to come back to India, the citizens, Canadian citizens among them, to meet their parents or to meet their children, to attend a funeral, and just there's a call from home. Everybody goes home, whether you're in America, in India, living in India or whatever, everybody, and it's a so, and you've now punished those people, and you've punished 80-year-old, 70-year-old people in India with Canadian citizens, sons and daughters there. Now their children cannot come and meet them. So Mr. Modi, instead of hitting out against Canada, you've hit out against Indians living there and the Indian nationals living there and their parents in India and all their relatives. This is what you've done, Mr. Modi. You always find problems for solutions for problems that don't exist. I mean, there was a simple thing. You could have just denied the charge, etc., and moved on. Why escalate it? Why escalate it and declare the suspension of visa services for India? You're not doing Canada a favor, yeah? When Indians come from Canada, they bring money, they bring wealth. There are no Canadians in India who are sending Indian rupees, precious Indian rupees back to Canada. So Mr. Modi's, knee-jerk reaction. He says, it's always glory. His glory seeking, Mr. Modi's glory is seeking, and the inflated self-importance of his entire administration, including that annoying foreign secretary, it ends up hurting Indians. Everywhere they hurt Indians. This is what they do. I mean, take a mature view, yeah. First of all, what I cannot understand is, this is what are Khalistani separatists. They're nothing, yeah. Why are you giving them any importance? The number of Sikhs in Canada, they're 770,000. 720, that's 3% of the world's thing. And do you think all those 770,000 Sikhs are Sikh terrorists? Or they favor Khalistan? No, it's a minority among them. But you've punished everybody, all of them wanted to come home. And you've punished India also. We have a 10 billion trade thing with them. Canadians wanted to come here on business. They cannot make it here. So end up, and you look at the good common sense, good sense that Canada has. It hasn't stopped Indians from, it hasn't suspended visas for Indian nationals can go to Canada, whatever. And when they're in Canada, they'll be able to come to India. So, and there are tens of thousands of lakhs of students out there, people who've settled. Now, and most of the Indians in Canada, they're recent citizens. I think only 30% of them are citizens by birth. The rest of them have acquired citizenship. And you stop them from coming to India, yeah? What the hell? I mean, they can't even go to, what you call Sri Lanka and come here, because if you're a Canadian citizen, whether you're an Indian, Chinese or whatever, or Ugandan, you can't come here. So, Mr. Modi, you hurt all those Indians, and you hurt their parents and the relatives there who are waiting their children's arrival. All for what? So, having said that, let me say, it's pretty cool if Indian agents did go there and assassinate that Nijar. I didn't think we were, that's James Bond stuff, man, and I salute you, Mr. Modi. I thought we were only good at Ludo and snakes and ladders. But take a mature view. Learn from other countries in a global this thing. The thing is, you only look at the shakhas and look at Nagpur, look at the world. Look at how they consider their secession issues. Look at England, Scotland. Just 10 years ago, in 2014 or something, they held a referendum. They asked Scots, who are only 8% of UK's population, you want to separate? Please do. And they held a referendum, and the Scots said no. 55% of them said no. They did the same thing in Canada itself, in Quebec. That was 28 years ago, Mr. Modi. Quebec is a French majority place, a western province in Quebec, and they wanted independence. So Canada organized a referendum, and the majority said no, we want to stay with Canada. And the same thing in Spain, among the Basque separatists. So look at how the world conducts itself. Can you, it's unimaginable in India that we ask the Punjab population, do you want to secede? Or you ask Tamilians, you want to secede? But all these, so learn from them. Why the hell, I'm reminded of this Modi's government giving so much importance to Khalistanis there. There's a Hindi saying called कुत्ते भौंकते जाएं हाथी चलता जाए, meaning the street dogs keep barking and there's a mighty elephant passing by, he keeps walking. So why the hell do you bother about them? Why are you giving them so much importance? Come on, move on. You could have just said, Mr. Trudeau, you're completely mistaken, we are offended, etc. We don't conduct extrajudicial killings like that or sending agents over. Please don't do this, you're being unfair to us. And move on. But Mr. Modi, he's ended up hurting Indians like he always does. Because, he's in a hurry. His glory seeking damages India and damages Indians here and overseas. And I would advise him to exercise restraint. There's no hurry. You have to do it in 24 hours, 48 hours. Think about it. Think about various things. Ask people. Take other opinions. But just, I want to show the world how strong we are and all that. So I don't know, his glory seeking is just hurts Indians. Well, friends, I talk a lot of sense. Subscribe to my channel. Please forward it to everybody. And I'll bid you farewell. See you later, alligator.